Hello, crafty friends. My name's Alicia, but as always, you can call me Crafty Al, and welcome to day 11. We're almost halfway through my 2024 Crafty Advent live stream series. If you have been loving this series, make sure to give this video a thumbs up. That's how I know you're loving it, and it's how it gets shared with other crafters who might be interested. Speaking of that, if you do want to share my videos with other people, that would be great. I always appreciate your stamp of approval. Like, share, and if you're not already, subscribe to my channel. So today I have a lot of talking to get done, kind of like what was it, Saturday? But I did want to point out, let's see, where's that comment? Sandra says, "Good morning, Alicia. How was your shopping spree?" It was good. So I wanted to know from you guys, do you want to see what I bought at Scrapbook Haven now, or do you want to wait until the very end? Let me do a poll. Oh, wait, no, first we got to close this poll. Let's see. What is your card style? I know it was kind of hard to narrow it down to just a few, but most of you answered 53%, or 53% of you answered clean and simple. So I am going to go ahead and start a poll. Should we do our shopping spree now or at the end? There you go. And I did see we already have one comment with all caps question in front of it. So I will highlight that. And while you're voting over there on that poll, don't forget that as I get into creating later, if you have a question or a comment that I specifically need to ask, if it's just general for the audience, you don't need to do this. But if it's for me, if it's a question, type question in all caps in front of your message. And if it is just a comment, you can type Crafty Al in all caps. That way, when I can look up, those are going to be the first that I that jump out at me. But you guys do, you're a crafty bunch, but you're also a chatty bunch. So those kind of fly. But let's see. I did start that one. Oh, there it is. Elisa wants to know how Lyndon is doing today. I think we're good. You know, she took her medicine. We have to put drops in her ears. She took that pretty well yesterday. The only thing is now, her ear is probably going to be permanently, you know, kind of like, it's not up and perky anymore, but we just told her that makes her unique. All right. Let's see. Kristen, so get your answer in. It's if you want the shopping spree to see my shopping spree stuff now or later. So I'll give another 10 seconds or so. Let me know what you're hydrating with today. I just made my special water. I put oh goodness. Now I can't think of it, but I put some stuff to keep me hydrated in here and stuff to help with my hair because it's been falling out way too much, like biotin or I can't remember. Has a little bit of a hint of lemon to it. Got some tea, coffee, water, Coke. Awesome. Oh, Yvette says the caffeine helps with her migraines. I'm glad you have something that helps. And I drink it just because, but if I do stop drinking it, then I can get a migraine because that's probably how I drink it too much. Okay, let's stop that poll and see what you guys want to do here. So 68% of you would like to see my shopping spree now. So let's first take a look at our tags because I already had those set out. So you guys have helped me create the tags in front of me during this Advent series. Today we will again open the Advent calendars, pick at least one product to use, and make another tag that I will give away at the end. If you are new to my series, speaking of that, if this is your first time being here live, put first over in the chat. If you are new to the series, make sure to check out the kickoff video and the bubblegum bonus video, which are both linked down in that description box below. But let me go ahead and move this. I'll bring in my bag. So my little crafty godmother in the audience, Sandra, for my half birthday in October, sent me some money that I could use. And so I told her yesterday I was on my way to my local scrapbook store, Scrapbook Haven here in Omaha, to use some of it because yesterday I had a specific reason I was going there. And speaking of Scrapbook Haven, I did want to put up this graphic. So Brandy let me know when I went in there yesterday. They do have, when I was in there, they had 3 more boxes, which now if you weren't here yesterday, I've kind of ruined one of the surprises, but they have 3 more boxes of the Lisa Horton metallic inks. And I know that those were kind of hard to find online. So you can give them a call if you want to order and they ship. The phone number is up over here, right over there, that 402 number. And also they do have a few of the Spellbinders Crafty Advent calendars left. And those are going to be 35% off while supplies last. So you can call up Brandy at that number. Let her know Crafty Al sent you. If you either want to get the metallic inks, which I hope that we'll be able to use later, at least the silver, because it kind of goes with our color palette. But if you want to get those, or if you're like, I really need a Crafty Advent calendar. But let's go ahead and see what I got. So of course, you know, I was going for the metallic ink, which they come as a set of 3. I didn't know that until I asked her if she had all 3, and she's like, they come as a set. So I've never used any Lisa Horton inks. I know she has something called like interference inks. I've never used those, but I saw somebody, I think it was just yesterday morning, I happened upon a video where they used these metallic inks and they were just gorgeous. So it's silver shine, solid gold, and copper popped. So hopefully today, maybe we'll get to use some of that silver so you can see how much that it shines. Let's see what else I got. Oh, I did get, so I watched a video, I think it was on the Lisa Horton channel, and she said you should use like different brushes. So I picked these up. Scrapbook Haven had these from Pink Fresh Studio. Because I thought smaller ones would be fine. I don't think I'll be covering a huge area with those inks. So I picked those up to be specific for those. And then I shared, let's see, in my day 6 Spellbinders video, I used the Distress Spritz Fossilized Amber, and it looks like gold, and it's shiny when you spray it. Well, they had more colors there, so I tried to pick up some that I thought might go with this month's color palette. So I got a greenish color. This is Rustic Wilderness. I got faded jeans, hoping that would match one of the blues. And this final one is saltwater taffy, which I thought looked kind of peachy. So we'll see. We might be able to use these too. And finally, I only got 2 pieces of paper because I was going to look for winter paper for my January sheet load, but all the winter paper that I liked or thought would work for a sheet load, I had already bought it. So I saw this, and it reminds me of one of the dies that's going to show up later this month in the Spellbinders Advent calendar. So I thought it might be fun to make a set of sheet loads using that die set with these papers. So they're kind of some airline or luggage tags and then like a city map. So that is what I got. Let me know what your favorite thing is over in that chat box. And let's see a Crafty Owl. Karen said scrapbook.com has a 3-pack as well, not these colors. They showed them on their live yesterday. Were they metallic too? Because, I mean, that Lisa Horton makes lots of different inks. And there was like maybe one site where they still had those metallic in stock. But I know they're kind of hard to find now. So if you want them, you can always give Scrapbook Haven a call. And let's see. Trying to think. Oh, yeah. Oh, yes. I did have another update too for you. So yesterday I said that I would reach out to Color Me Nordic. They are the ones that had the Gummiapan Advent calendar for this year on pre-order to ship later this month. And I told you, I never bought from them or anything. And yesterday somebody pointed out how it said, the site said out of stock. So they weren't up for like pre-order anymore. So I said I would reach out. So I reached out to see, and yes, they have sold all of their calendars that they're going to get this year. But she did say that if you get on their mailing list, that next year you can be notified of when they go up for pre-order. So, oops, let me hide that. So if you go to colormenordic.com, oh, let me go over there. This is what it will look like when you get there. If you scroll all the way down to the bottom, you can sign up for their email newsletter right there. So if you are interested, I know many of you are loving the Gummiapan calendar. If you're interested in getting that next year, make sure to sign up for that. If you live in the US, if you live somewhere else, you can, the European site that Helga got it from. But yeah, so check it out. Tell them Crafty Owl sent you if you make a purchase there. And I think that might be, oh no, one more thing. So today I am wearing another one of my aprons. This one says, I'm creative. You can't expect me to be neat too. That's kind of the theme of my craft room. What you see isn't too bad, but wow, it's a mess to the left and to the right of me. But I got this one at another Stamp Joy. The one I wore on the first day, I had gotten it my very first virtual Stamp Joy. This was at an in-person one where there was a class that was using alcohol inks. So they thought maybe we better give the attendees some aprons in case they're in that class, because alcohol inks can get messy. So that's what I'm wearing today, and I've shared it with you a couple times, but I do have a code that if you want to attend the virtual Stamp Joy in March, which Danny's going to come over and we're going to do the virtual together, you can save $20 between now and December 31st with the code Friends of TE, just like you see it on screen. There's some information there over on the left of your screen about the event, but I also have a link at the top of the description box, and Nightbot will be throwing it in every once in a while as well, so you can get more details on that. But who doesn't like an event and to save money? So I hope you'll check that out if you want to. It is an affiliate link that I use just so I can keep track of the clicks, but I don't make money on your ticket to virtual Stamp Joy. But if you would go to the Tailored Expressions store with that link and shop, then I would. All right, I see a couple of my names are highlighted. Let me see if I can go up and find them. Okay. Danny has a couple for me. She says she just checked at scrapbook.com and they are sold out of the metallic ones. Yeah. And maybe Simon Says had some left, but I knew that one of them was in and out. Thank you for checking that. And she also said she sees there's a metallic pigment ink like you got and then metallic interference ink, but they were sold out of almost all of it. Yeah. I have a feeling that maybe Jennifer has been sharing about them and that's why they're sold out, because they are hard to find. I don't know if Scrapbook Haven has any of the interference inks. I just know that yesterday she had 3 boxes of those metallic. All right. Karen says virtual stamp joy is so much fun. It is. It's loads of fun. It's like getting to go to a crafty event, but from the comfort of your own house. So it's nice to try to kind of try it out. All right, guys, it is finally time now. We can get to opening the advent calendars. I am going to start with Spellbinders to get it out of the way. So today is day 11, which is this big one right over here. It's like maybe 2 inches wide and probably 6 to 7 inches tall. What do you think is in here, guys? Let me know your guesses over there. All right. Kristen said she just looked at the Simon Says Stamp website and it looks like the metallic inks are currently in stock. Great. And, you know, I do encourage you that if you have a local scrapbook or stamp store, call them and find out, because it's always great to shop locally. That's how we keep those stores there. But yes, most of the time it's just easier to go on and see if one of the big places has it. So thank you for checking that out. Okay, let's get it. Let's open it. I see brush, a jewel picker, embossing folder. Oh, we got a lot of embossing folders. I think you might be right. All right. Yes. Day 11 is an embossing folder. And it's kind of a fun geometric pattern. I know when I watched Karen's video this morning, she said a pinwheel, and it kind of does. There are some sections that kind of together look like a pinwheel. So here's today's embossing folder. And I will tell you, if you get this calendar, these aren't 3D embossing folders, but they are extra thick or something. Like I had to run it through with the sandwich I've never used on my Sizzix. Like I think it was just the base and one clear plate. So make sure to be careful with these. If you run them through your machine, don't force them. I think actually one of Karen's broke. That was a bummer. So just be careful the first time you run them through. Be aware of that. We'll go ahead and look at my page for today in my Polaroid album. So let me go back and make sure I'm not showing anything I shouldn't. Nope. So here is the page that I created today. I have a process video up on my channel where you can see how I made this. And if you like this idea, I have a whole playlist of the month so far in the description box of that video. Now, we're going to get all of our other advent calendars open. So my Tailored Expressions Pink and Main and Gummiapan I keep here behind me. I'm going to try to find number 11. Let's see what is in here. Good morning, Lisa. Oh, that's my sister Crafty Days. I took my camera off the screen. Good morning. Oh, Lisa said she just ordered her advent from the store. Is that from Scrapbook Haven or from a different one? And did you tell him Crafty Al sent you? All right, let's see what else is in store for us today. Okay, we'll go with Tailored Expressions. So it's another thick one. It's kind of slopey. It might be kind of round. I can't really tell. What do you guys think this is? While you're getting your guesses in, just a heads up that I have 82 of you on here. No, sorry, 140 of you on here, and so far only 82 thumbs up. So once you get your guess in and please give the video a thumbs up. That's going to help it get out to other crafters and get more notice on YouTube. All right. She said, yep, at Scrapbook Haven. And yes, she remembered I was there with you. Awesome. Awesome. Okay. Let's see. Oh, Elisa says she already used it. Linda says a scraper tool. Stephanie says, oops, embossing powder. Stamp. Let's see. I have no guesses at all. Rebecca is probably correct. It probably is some kind of crafty supply. Okay. Let me. Oh, it might be a treat. It might be a treat. It is. It says pecan praline. Warning, sharing not advised. Enjoy this yummy treat from the wonderful state of Texas. This pecan praline is a chewy slice of heaven packed with crunchy pecans. Want more? Of course you do, for sharing. So it is a little treat. I'll have to share that with my family tonight, even though it says that that's not advised. So I was really hoping that today the wheel would land on Tailored Expressions, because tomorrow when Yvette joins me, which if you didn't know it yet, tomorrow Yvette of the Yvette Olea Creates channel is going to be going live with me. She is also doing a live Advent series that starts at 9 a.m. Central Time right before mine. And tomorrow we're going to celebrate making it through an entire month. Or sorry, no, not the month yet. We're going to celebrate making it through half of 24 lives in a row together. So make sure to come back. But I was hoping that Tailored Expressions would get picked today so I could reset the wheel. You know what? I'm resetting the wheel anyway tomorrow, because I don't think this would go well on a tag. So we'll take it off today, and then tomorrow I will reset the wheel. Yes, halfway done. Could you imagine if all of a sudden tomorrow we were all the way done? Okay. Next up, we'll do Gummiapan, which, wow, it feels like there are quite, oh, might help if I showed you the package. It feels like there are lots of dies in here, like multiple dies. What do you guys think it is? Like, what, we all know it's a die set. But what theme do you think it is? Like florals, a vehicle, you know, give me your guesses. And oh, I see Helga's here. Just so you know, I did read your email, because it was one where I'd probably just clicked on the link to watch a video and I didn't pay attention. But I know you probably want to hear me mispronounce a Dutch word. So I talked to my husband last night, and I think I've got it. I think that the soup you were eating is called schnert. You'll have to let me know how I did. And he told me it was a kind of pea soup. He said they did not eat it, though. Okay. Let's see. Mistletoe, snowflakes, a cute critter, animals, birthday. Let's see. What do they have in store for us today? Well, I think it is some kind of critter with that die I see at the back. Let's see here. But I also see like a hat. Okay, so we have, like, look, it looks like some kind of hat. I thought it was a witch's hat. And then we have some kind of animal here. Oh, yeah, I bet it is some kind of reindeer, because there are some antlers, I think. I thought at first those were arms. I have no idea what all of these are. Oh goodness, this might be one where I should have. I don't ever look in the morning at the videos that Helga sends me, because I want to be surprised. But you guys, if we get this, I'm not sure I know what to do with all this. I guess we could just make a plain deer and throw a Christmas hat on it. Because I don't know what that would be. Okay, we might just have to die cut them out later and see. Stephanie says a gnome. Like a gnome reindeer? I don't know. I am definitely... Speaking of that, if you are enjoying the Gummiapan calendar, Gummiapan has a YouTube channel, and each day there are 2 creators who go live on that channel. They both show like the card or project they made, and then one of them usually has a little tutorial with some tips. Yeah, we might just have to, if Gummiapan gets chosen, I guess we'll just have to cut that. Yeah, I thought maybe somebody just said close, and I thought, okay, maybe that somehow goes on there like it's a blanket and his hoof goes through there. I have no idea. I'm definitely watching that. Oh, I forgot to tease you. So Pink and Mane, it's a rectangle about that big, a little bumpy. I don't think it's a stamp set, but it is a little bumpy. Let me know what you guys think. Oh, you think it... And that would be like his beard? So you guys think it's 2 separate things. So like maybe the hand of the gnome, his beard, and like maybe he just doesn't have a face. Wow. Okay, let's see what we got in the Pink and Mane for day 11. Ooh, some more pretty shaker bits. These are like iridescent little stars. You know we're going to have to make a shaker sometime this Advent. And then you think this is a nose? Oh, yeah, yeah, that definitely looks like that would be a nose in the beard. What do you guys think this thing is? Do you think that goes on the deer or something? All right. Okay, get in those guesses what you think that... I kind of thought it was like a scarf maybe. Oh, there, Ruth just said that, yeah. That's kind of what I was thinking. Okay. Whew. This could be a good one today, you guys. Let's go and see what we're going to be working with today. Okay. So I do have to take tailored expressions off there because I don't think you want to like sit here and just watch me eat a candy. So we will hide those today. And like I said, tomorrow we're just turning everything back on, except we won't be able to work with Gummiapan tomorrow since Yvette doesn't have that. But we'll be able to use the other ones. So are we ready, guys? Let's find out what we're working with today. Oh, all right, Pink and Mane. I think we're going to have to make a shaker, you guys. All right. How do we feel about a shaker? Okay. Let me put all these away so we don't lose them. Oh, I forgot. I got everything caught up yesterday with the bubblegum bonus. So everybody who has earned or claimed one so far is in here. And guys, I didn't think they were going to come once again, but my prizes showed up last night. So you're going to want to stick around because before we leave today, or before I leave today, before we get off the live stream, I am going to pull one bubblegum ball. All right. It is getting full. Yes. And so once I pull the name today, everybody will stay in here for the next drawings as well. Okay. Iona says the tiny oval's the nose. Yeah, once I put that up next to it, that did make sense. So I might have to play with that later when I'm off camera and try to figure it out. Or, you know what? I'm not even going to play with it and try to figure it out. I'm going to go to the Gummiapan YouTube channel and I'm going to let them show me how to put it together. No guessing. Karen says, is that a sticker on my gumball machine? Yes, it is. I showed that yesterday. I ran out of ink last week, or it would have been on there sooner. Gosh, I can never get anything in the camera correctly. So I printed and cut it, and then I put some like fancy lamination over it. But I didn't realize how much the curvature of that bubblegum machine would affect the sticker. So it doesn't look the greatest, but it's fun. I'll probably just take that off at the end of the series and figure out something else. Okay. So we have to use these today. But Pink and Maine has given us lots and lots of stuff for shakers. I'm almost thinking today, let's skip a traditional tag shape and let's just make a circle tag. And then maybe I shouldn't do this, you guys. Maybe I shouldn't attempt it just like the other day with those heart shells. But I am going to try to attempt using a shaker cover that I've never used. So please send out all your good vibes that this is not a complete fail, okay? Linda R says, what size are your capsules? I think they're 1/2 inch. I think they're 1/2 inch. Okay, so I'm going to pull out. We got some shaker bits from TE too. I would like to try out my inks, so because we have the gray in our color palette. I know today I wouldn't have to stick to the color palette, but we have the gray in there. What if I make a background with the Day 7 stencil from Spellbinders? You know, do that in the background of my circle. We can put some of the stars on there. I can probably pick out some of these other shapes too that are in the color palette, like the green. There's kind of maybe a peachy color in there. It's, you know what? This is just going to be a little Heinz 57 tag. We're just going to do a little bit of everything. Hopefully in the end, it turns out okay. Helga says she loves my fails. So glad that you do. So glad that you do. And we'll get something done. Cindy says, think positive. Fails are just an opportunity. Well, they are. You're right. I definitely learned a lot from my heart shaker tag the other day. Okay. So I'm going to start by stenciling this because this might be one of those inks. Is it? Yeah, it's pigment ink, so it could take a while to dry. I don't know yet what part of the stencil we'll use this on, but maybe the stems. I think I'll use the silver on this one, and then this will have to be my last stencil just so I don't ruin the, ruin the rest of the stenciling somehow by getting it messy. So we'll do that. And this is a 3 1/8 inch circle shaker cover, so I bet I need a 3-inch circle. But let's stencil this first, and then we'll worry about getting our circle. Do a little stamp of approval check. 115 likes and 147 on here. Don't forget, at the end, for every 50 thumbs up we get, we put a bubble gum into the machine. Now, bubble gums from today won't go into today's drawing, but you'll be in the next one. So give the video a thumbs up if you have not already. That would be excellent. There are almost 150 of you on here, so we could almost get to it already. All right, Amy, I'm going to need you to probably forget. Remind me in a little bit when we get ready to do that. I will do my best. Karen says she loves my fan base. I do have the best subscribers and viewers. I will agree with that one. Okay. You know, I just realized this is going to be too small to... I have to use my grid paper. We'll start with this one. Ooh. I am going to go ahead and mark the edges because I don't think that those will be in my 3-inch circle, just so I know later where to start the next stencil. Because I really can't do it down in a corner because it might not allow me room to cut that circle. And now they made these stencils so you have to do multiple colors on with one. So to cover up what I don't want ink on, since these are right here, I'm just going to use Post-its today, but sometimes I'll use the Post-it removable tape, whatever you have around. And I think I'm just going to do the flowers all the same color just to make it easier. I'm going to use a Gina K Peach Bellini for anything that's a flower. Ooh, almost forgot. Since I will need, the circle will probably go up here, I do need to cover up these edges so I don't go up there and get ink. So just prep your surface very well so you don't get ink where you don't want it. And since this layer goes in some of the same area, I'm going to try to do this one kind of a light peach, and I'll do a little bit heavier hand with that next stencil so that there's a variation. Now, move these down so we can get the leaves. And now we're going to cover up our peach flowers. Let me know in the chat when you have to cover up stuff on stenciling like this. What do you use? Do you use Post-its, labeling tape, something else, washi maybe? I have 2 greens in the color palette. I think I'll do this one with the lighter one, just since I'm going to be using the same color brush. We'll start with the light ink first. And then the next stencil, we'll do the Brussels sprout. Mint tape, post-it notes, mint tape, post-it notes. All right. Variety. All right. I'm going to keep using these post-it notes until I can't any longer. Now we'll go to the second stencil, and I'm going to start lining it up by using those marks that I made, but you know, you might have to adjust it some. Make sure everything gets lined up nicely. Okay. Linda R says, what are my stenciling tips? I do such a great job. Gosh, Linda. I would say take your, like with layering stencils, definitely take your time when you're setting up. Think about what you need to cover, if anything. Start with a light hand because, you know, you can always add more ink, but you can't take it away. In the chat, if you have any great tips too, put those out there because I'm sure you probably do as well. And I guess it should have been the last stencil that I did the heavy hand on, because this one's going out around, but maybe I'll do a little heavier hand on these itty bitty dots. All right. Beck Ann says she taps off brush before I start, not to make streaks. Yes, great idea. Danny says play around with different papers. That has made a difference for her. Yes, it definitely, paper matters. I think that was it. Yep, keep those coming, guys. If you come in late and you have an extra one. And now for these, let's see, no, I was going to use all silver on this. So yeah, for these little leafy things, I'm using the darker green, the Brussels sprout. Oh, and I also, with my brush with these, I do clockwise and counterclockwise motions to try to fill in those areas as best as I can. And it gets the most ink off your brush, so you're just not getting it off one side of the bristles or one area. All right, let's see what we have so far. Susan says start off to the side of the stencil and then onto the stencil. Yes, that too. Yep. I sometimes tend to get those dark lines because I don't always do that, but that is a great, great tip. Okay, guys, now we're going to try out the new ink, the Silver Shine Lisa Horton Metallic Pigment Ink. And again, I'm just going to take some time to get this set up. Probably won't be perfect. I'm excited too to see the metallic ink. Thank you for the drum rolls. Yes, let's see it. Okay, but first, I gotta hide everything. I gotta hide what I don't want inked up. And since I haven't used this yet, let's just test it on a scrap of cardstock. See what we're working with here. I need one of my new brushes. So these are, I don't say a size, but good for little stencils like these, I think. Mary says, do you need dedicated brushes for the metallic inks? Yeah, I talked about that earlier when I showed those. I was watching a video on the Lisa Horton Crafts YouTube channel, I think it was, and she did say to kind of have dedicated brushes for these inks. So that's why I got some of these yesterday on my shopping spree. Thank you again, Sandra. Okay, let's try this on just a scrap. Oh, that's a pretty big one. I guess all my scraps are that big. Okay. Move this off to the side for a little bit. Let me know if you've used the metallic ink over there in the chat box. Or I forgot to say, if you're here on the replay and you answer any of my questions, answer those down in the comment section later too. But let me know here in the chat if you have used the metallic ones. Just type metallic or something. So they kind of wiped at it to pick up ink. All right. I don't know how much it's picking up. They said you could use any kind of brush. Like I think you can use a sponge applicator too. Oh, it's pretty, you guys. I'll bring it up to the camera here in just a minute. I don't know. Hopefully that, you see that shine? That is so pretty. All right, so Cece has them but hasn't used them yet. Carol's used them. Karen, Elisa. Awesome, awesome. Stormy has used them. All right. It is pretty. I don't know if I need to press harder down there. Oh, there. Now I got some in the middle of my brush. It was only going around the outside edges. Okay. Let's go ahead and make ourselves some silver stems and a flower center. And then I think we probably have to let these, let this sit for a little bit. Because I bet this has to dry. Oh, yeah. Those of you who have used them, I need to let it dry before I do any die cutting or anything. And what kind of brushes do you guys use with these? I'm not sure if I picked out the total correct brushes. Maybe I should have used sponge applicators. And Meg says she uses a dauber sponge. I think I might keep these for more detail stenciling and do that same thing, do a sponge applicator. Because with that, you could at least tap. These you really can't. But it is looking very pretty. What is it? Meg says, if not cleaned right away, it gets a hard coating. Is that like the sponge dauber or the stencil, Meg? And Rebecca, I don't know what a stool's approach is. Can you describe it a little bit? And then next time I use the ink, I'll give it a try. All right. Okay, you guys. I agree, Kristen. I can already kind of see the shine and it looks very pretty. Stipple. Okay, stipple. I think maybe autocorrect got the best of you on that last one, which this morning, Karen of Karen's Crafting Company sent me a text. And I'm like, I think autocorrect got you. No, she typed the word she meant. I just didn't know what she was talking about. Okay. And then once I remove this and show you this, I need to go upstairs. I just saw a package had been delivered, so I don't want to leave it out on the porch. So we'll do my little step away music while I go up and grab that and put it away. But are we ready? Oh, and I guess I will take my stencil up there with me and throw it in some warm soapy water. Woo! I don't want that rolling across there. Are you guys ready? Now I need a drum roll. Yeah, reveal, reveal. Now I need a drum roll. All right. Oh, guys, that is so gorgeous. Look at that. You know, it looks good like straight on because you have that nice gray, but look at that shine. Oh, that is so, so beautiful. So, like I said, I have to go up and get that package off the porch. So in the meantime, give this video your stamp of approval if you haven't already. Talk amongst yourselves. I will be back in a minute or two. All right, package acquired. Today, guys, get out your secret word list. It is time. If you don't have this tracker yet or don't know what it's about, first of all, watch the kickoff video, but the link for the tracker is down in the description box below under the related videos / links section. Oh, you guys, I just showed you every single word. I got out the wrong thing. Oh my gosh, I think I might have to cut that out later. That is a big one. I got a couple of those. Oh my gosh. Alicia. That was a big one. Oh my goodness. I got to take a drink after that. Well, I guess you guys were here at a lucky time. I will be taking that out. Well, wait, I can't take it out later. I'll have to, no, wait, because I haven't said the secret word yet. I have not said the secret word yet. So I will be deleting that later. Thank you, everybody. All right. You're going to want your secret word tracker, where I did give you a free word, thankful, from the kickoff video. Today's word, in honor of our special ink, is going to be silver. S-I-L-V-E-R. Silver. Now, I hadn't written that one down yet, so that's not on there. My goodness. Look, I was doing halfway decent on, you know, the project for today, and then I go and do that. All right. Okay. Yeah, you're welcome. You're welcome, Susan, for that chuckle. Oh. Okay. Let's get back to our stenciling. So, some of you did say I need to let it dry for a little bit. So what we'll do, so I want to cut this in the circle, in the 3-inch circle. And I think it might be fun, you know, because you have to cover the back some way. I'd like to find a 3-inch circle die and then maybe a scallop die that fits that, that's a little bit bigger, to go in the background and help close it up. So let's try that. So I'll set this to the side for now. I think you can kind of tell when it's drying. Set this to the side and try to find some circle dies. This was the first one I grabbed, and it has some scallops on the back. So, oh, you all know that I was inspired by Danny of Danny's Dreams, who is here in the chat, to get some of my tag dies for this series. But something she also uses are the Scrappy Boy stamps, nesting stitched circles and rectangles. I bet they have other shapes, and she probably uses them. But you guys, there is like a circle or a rectangle for about every dimension you can think. Like, there are so many in the set, and I asked for those for Christmas, so they are in my house. I just can't use them yet, but there would definitely be a 3-inch circle in there. Okay, man, maybe, like, I'm still shaking my head at that. Maybe I need to put my secret word list like upstairs. Okay, let's try to find a 3-inch circle. Oh my gosh, guys, I might have gotten it at the very first one. It can't really be more than that, though, because it won't fit. This is just slightly bigger than 3 inches. So I'm going to cut this before I cut a scallop one, and then we'll see. I was thinking my Scout might not work for this, but it looks like if I cut my cardstock down, it will fit. And exactly, Kristen said, what would a live be without an oopsie? Exactly. You know, it wouldn't be one of my live streams. You'll have to let me know whose live stream we wouldn't get to hit that. Oh, that's a good idea. That's a good idea. Barbara says to tape the one with mine behind the one I show you. That would probably be a good idea. Yeah. But I might just move it completely away. And, you know, like they say, we learn from our mistakes, right? And I bet you one thing, I will not show that again this series because I did it once. Oh, no, I think that moved when it went through. Yes. Oh, it moved when it went through, so it cut off part of the... Oh, wait. You guys, this is not what I'm cutting the circle from. So I can still test it because I'm cutting that from the stenciled piece. So we can still we can still test the shaker thing with that. Just to see if this will fit. Yes, that will fit in there. Okay. So now we know that size will work. We can go ahead and cut a scallop that goes with it. I think we'll do that one. Or, yeah, we're going to do that one with the bigger scallops. And I am thinking for this to do the peach. Yes, I am definitely still in shock. That's right. Okay. It happens, right? Life goes on. And I know, honestly, most of you are here. You're collecting all those words anyway. So it's probably not even going to help a lot if you did happen to catch it in time and write down all the words. So I know that most of you are already watching these completely. Okay. This one I will need to get out my big die cutter for. And if you haven't seen it yet already, this is the color cube card that we're using for this series. So on today's, I've used the 2 greens, the peach, and then for the light gray, I've used that silver ink. And if you didn't know it, during the kickoff video, the audience helped me pick this card. I'm just gonna take a minute to take a breath, check out our thumbs up. Maybe some of you really liked that goof up. And all right, we're at 136 likes, guys. Can we get 14 more so we can get 3 bubblegum bonuses? Yeah, I think I will hydrate. Hydration break. Oh, hello, Kim. Kim says that she purchased the cubes recently after seeing me use it. Awesome, Kim. Thank you so much. They are great. I love them. Okay. Now, while we're waiting for the stenciling to dry, I almost forgot that I have to use these. I'm going to get these out. And then I think I'm going to try to pick out some of the stars and circles that kind of go with our color palette. So I'm going to get out 2 of my little embellishment trays that are triangles that I love to smack on the side and knock over. I'm going to get out 2 and kind of dump some over here that I think kind of match our color palette. So we have some blues, some light greens. There's kind of an orangey color that's almost a peach, so I'll use that. And then for like the silvery or the shiny of the stenciling, we have these. Like Go Fish here. Can I get the right one? Okay. Oh, spilled some outside of there. And this one, there's different peachy color. A little different than the orange. We're just going for it. This probably won't be the perfect color palette, but we'll switch it up a little bit today, get some other colors in there. Talk amongst yourselves while I'm playing with confetti. Okay. Shannon is totally correct. It is the shaker tag curse. Maybe anytime during this series I try to make a shaker, then we're gonna have some kind of big fail. Because yeah, I mean, the tag itself was going so far, you know, kind of so far okay. No, okay so far. We knew something had to go wrong. All right. Okay, now we're just gonna take the little shiny stars and just throw some in here. Okay, now let's check on our stencil piece. I am going to hit it with the heat gun really quickly because there you can kind of see a difference in how some of the ink looks, and I think that might be the dry stuff. So while I am heating this up, you guys can give the video your stamp of approval. You can talk amongst yourselves. You can just watch me heat this up, whatever you want to do, but I am going to mute myself. All right, so my heat tool has 2 settings. I just use the low one. But here we still have all of that shine. And now I'm going to set this off to the side because I do like to bump into this and knock it over. And bring in my die. And I think I'll just center it. Kim said her cat was watching the heat tool going back and forth. Hopefully it was entertaining. Yay. And I got to bring in my other die cutter for this. Bring back in the big die. I've really enjoyed being able to use that Scout for most of this. It's nice not to have to drag this into frame all the time. Oh, Tiffany says she doesn't think any of my shakers are a fail. I think, you know, thank you, Tiffany. I do appreciate that. And yeah, she says I can think on the fly. You know, it is hard, like doing live crafting, you know, especially when you don't know what you're doing. You know, if you have something planned out, it is still not easy, you know, nerve-wracking, especially a little bit. But yeah, having to think on the fly and come up with ideas like that and being able to pivot, right, if something goes wrong like it usually does. It takes a little bit. So what I love is that you guys are so understanding and you just roll with the punches, right? You didn't see it, but can anybody guess what I just did? Oh, yeah. Put your guess is what you think I just did off camera. Bye, Danny. Thanks for stopping by. Does anybody know? Does anybody know what I just did? No, Susan, it was off camera. It was off camera what I did. I mean, I might have cut into the wrong plate. Who knows? I almost, oh, the first one who I saw got it. Laura's the winner. Yes. Oh, I love these triangle trays because it's so easy to dump stuff back in the bags. But my goodness, if I don't like accidentally like hit on the edge of it every time I use it. So that's okay. Clean up on aisle 4. Hopefully the rest of the shaker will go okay. I would say nothing else could go wrong, but we all know that that's probably not the case. Okay. Now, where did I thought I had a shaker cover out. I don't see it, so I'm going to grab another one. This one has, 10 in here. I have a lot. Oh, yeah, Susan. Yeah, Susan reminded me. Static. Okay, so let me get this out. Can I just use like my anti-static powder tool? Like that. Maybe put some on here. Okay. Now. Ooh, okay. Does anybody have best practices for me here? I know that there's film on this. Okay, so I'm going to pull off. There's some film over these so you don't get it scratched. And then do I need to use some kind of special adhesive so this sticks? Or can I just use like ATG because when I put my scallop on, it's going to help that stay in place? Does anybody know? Like, I have... I mean, I have some Stampin' Up! Tear and Tape adhesive. I don't know if this is any stronger. Susan said she used dimension strips. I am doing my best to keep these as flat as possible just because of shipping, because you know anything here, if it's over 1/4 inch, it goes as a package. And if I make it too thick, then I can't send it to my international friends. But if I was doing it for myself, then I would think about some dimension. Okay, Sandra says the tear and tape is stronger. So I'm going to go ahead and start bending these back. So that's all done. Which I think I'm doing the wrong side. I put the powder on this side. So let's bend them the other way. Danny might have used these, Barbara, but she had to go. Elisa said wet glue and tear and tape. All right. I can always, I guess the wet glue will give me some wiggle time too. Are there hints on the back of the package? Oh, probably. Probably. Remove the protective film. Lay over your paper circle. Secure most of the tabs to the back. By adding strong adhesive to the panel first. Okay, so we add it to this, then close the tabs. Decorate as desired, and well, then we probably put in our sequins and finish closing it up. We'll get it done. We'll get something done, right? Okay. Okay, so flip that over. And I'm going to try to go ahead and put this, I'm going to try not to take the backer off. I know that it's a lot easier to turn it if the backer's off, but it'll be hard for me not to leave, you know, some of that open, which I am probably not doing this correctly. But we're, oh, did you see what I just about did again? Oh, Debbie.
Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, Debbie. That was so kind. Thank you. Thank you for the kind words, too. Okay, has anybody who ever done one of these circle shakers, did you just cut lots of little strips? I'm kind of like going around and folding it, but I don't know if this is the greatest idea I've ever had in my life. And don't forget, I did mention it earlier, today we will be pulling our first bubblegum bonus, so stick around. And maybe the lucky winner is live with us. That would be exciting. Okay. All right, guys. I don't know if I did that correct. Let's get a drink break, a little hydration break. Let's hydrate before we move on. I'm definitely going to deserve a Diet Coke after this. All right. Now, we want to pull most of this away. Oh, you might want to see what I'm doing. You might not, but I'm going to try to get this started, but not undo everything. So like maybe this far. Okay. And then I'm going to set it inside of here. Okay. And get out my liquid glue, which, guys, again, I did not cap it up. So let's see if it starts today. With a little extra pressure, it started. And I'm going to put this just where my exposed adhesive is. Okay. And then I think just start putting these into there, guys. Okay. All right. Bring in a couple stamp blocks. And we'll let that dry. And let me look at any, I saw my name up there. Crafty Visage says when she made hers, or yeah, Your first name's Dawn, right? I'm assuming female. Sorry. Fold the edge, poured in the bits, laid the circle in facing down, then added the leaf. Okay. Yeah. You know, and maybe next time I will be all ready for however this should work. But what I am thinking now, you guys, is this, I would like it to dry for a little bit. So why don't should we see how our bubblegum bonus works? Let's see. I have a special graphic for today. Oh, no, this way. We're going to pull a bubblegum ball. Now, oh, wait. It does actually, you have to use coins to get your bubblegum ball out. But I want to say ahead of time, I don't know where I'm going. So I have, I think, 4 total little prizes to give away. And if you happen to have what I'm giving away today, you have a couple options. First, you can just have your name put right back in here, and I'll keep the prize and give it away a different day. If you don't want your name put back in, I will give you a special word that I will not share on screen with everyone, a code that will give you 20 entries, so 20 extra entries into that end of the month giveaway of the Advent calendars. The winner of this, I'm going to give just because you might not be here with us live. You might be watching the replay. So I'm going to give until midnight on December 15th for you to claim the prize. If it is not claimed, I will... we're going to read the prize will just go back in and we'll redraw it. Okay. So once I get rid of those first prizes, then the last day, I'm just going to randomly draw a few more names, and they're just going to get some bonus entries into that end of the month giveaway. And I did look over and see. Thank you to Danetta for upgrading to die cut. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much.
So Danetta,
thank you very much.
Sorry, I thought I stopped it. Danetta, for upgrading, you will get a bubblegum ball in here tomorrow for the next drawing. I can't put it in here today, but thank you so much for your upgrade. But let's go ahead. Let's give this a try. Are we ready? Now, I'm going to try to gently roll these around just because I want to mix up the names, but I also don't want to break open any capsules. Just because, you know, whoever's name went in here first, I think they would automatically be the winner. So we're going to go upside down. Oh, that's loud. I think I'll put myself on mute. That's really loud. Oh, wait, can I get a drum roll? I didn't unmute myself. All right, ready? Oh, do you guys want to see? Want to see what you're going to win? Some of you might have already guessed it. Let me go ahead and put this back down. And you guys, because you have loved it so much, one of you will get the Pink and Main Fancy Tag die set. So because this is nice and thin, I can ship this anywhere in the world, except to our friends in Canada. If you win it, I'll just hold on to it. But I'll probably mail these when I mail the tags, so it will be early 2025. But again, if your name gets picked and you already have this, you can let me know what you want to do. And I will tell you after I draw the name how you claim it. This is going to be different than the daily tags, okay? Because if you're not here with us live, I need to be able to match the email address you claim it with your YouTube account. You wouldn't think you'd have to do that, but in the past, I have had it happen where somebody tried to claim a prize and then somebody else claimed the prize. So I just have to do a little verification, but I will tell you how to do that after I'm done here, okay? So that's what the winner will get. Unless they have it, then they have those 2 options. Let me move this off to the side. Are we ready? Are we ready to get our first bubblegum ball? Okay. So I just put some pennies in here. Hopefully we can get one to come out. Oh, cross your fingers, guys. Susan said, how does one get a name in there? Susan, check out the bubblegum bonus video linked in the description box below. And sometimes Nightbot throws it in the chat as well. Are we ready to see who won? Oh my gosh, this is, look, I have a name, you guys. Let's see. Let's see who the lucky. I hope that you're here because that'll be even more exciting. If you are here, if you are in the live audience today, like I better see some spam in the comments with like all kinds of stuff, okay? Now, I don't know if I've actually opened one of these, so let's see. All right. Oh, goodness. I never thought about actually having to open it. Okay. I'm going to get this. Oh, I think I got my fingernail in there. I think I did it. Okay. Okay, are we ready? Oh, goodness. Oh, goodness. Oh, goodness. I think I just saw the name. I just saw some letters on it. Are you ready? I think this person is in the chat. Alisa! And Susan, no, I didn't have to open them. They come in sections. They come half pieces. Alisa, all right. So that is so exciting. That is so exciting. Ooh, wait, you know what you need, Alisa? You need one of these. All right. So I guess you can kind of let me know now. Do you have the pink and main tag? If you do have it and you already know what you want to do, then yeah, I can remember. If you have it, you can either have your name go back in the bubblegum ball machine, or you can get 20 extra entries. So let me know, do you have the pink and main tag? Because I know a lot of you have went and ordered it. All right. So she wants 20 extra entries. So guess what? Somebody else is going to get a chance. Alisa, I need you to send me an email at the email address in the bottom of the description box, and then I'll give you a special word, okay? And since you're a channel member, if you filled out that information form, I already have your email address to confirm. So just send me an email when we're done here, and then I will get you your word for your 20 bonus points. And I will reuse the capsule for someone else, and I will recycle your name. Actually, you know what? I'm going to keep this and put that you wanted 20 extra. Okay. Congratulations, Alisa. Thank you for doing whatever got you in for that. It might have been becoming a channel member. It might have been the bubblegum bonus that we pull each time. Congratulations. And speaking of that, let's go ahead and take a quick look at our likes. Guys, okay, this is exciting. We only need 2 more thumbs up to put 1 more name in the bubblegum machine. So if you're here watching and you have not yet given the video a thumbs up, please do it. And that way, when we're at the end of today, I get to pull 1 more name. But for now, guys, I'm going to assume that this is dry. I'm going to assume. I think we all know what that means. Oh, that's going to be pretty. Okay. Now, since we have that opening, I'm just going to slide those in there. I kind of want to. Oh, that wasn't the right thing to do. I was trying to kind of make this flat so we could glue it easier, but I won't do that again. Okay. And then I'll pull the rest of the release paper, and we'll do that same thing, and we'll let it dry for a little bit before we put on our backer. And then don't forget that I will be giving this away to one of the live viewers. And maybe while we're waiting for this to dry, we'll go ahead, we'll see if we got to 3 bubblegum bonuses. And if we did, we'll go ahead and draw those names while this is drying. And I was just questioning myself as to whether or not I gave out the secret word today, but I gave out a lot of secret words today. Okay, let's set that aside now. I do have to say, Now, again, I'm going to watch Taylor's video on Friday to see how I should have used that heart shaker pouch, but I did like this one. I did like this one. All right. Hold on. I saw Kim had a question for me. Oops, right here. Kim said, could I share where I purchased the bubblegum machine and capsules? So Kim, I talked about the other day, the capsules I got off Etsy, and the person I bought them from no longer sells them, but I did find one that seems similar. So if you want to send me an email, I can share that link with you. It's one of those things, I don't want to share that Etsy link very widely because I have no experience with that seller, but I can send you the link if you want me to, and you can check it out and see what you think. I can also at that time send you a link to the bubblegum machine, which I just got off Amazon. And I mentioned it a little while ago, but it actually had like this, you know, because it's a kid's bubblegum machine. It had this big double bubble logo on here, and I soaked that off with some rubbing alcohol and scrubbed it a little bit. And then I tried to replace it with a sticker that didn't quite work. All right. Sandra said, does your scrapbook store ship? I can't remember. I said, yes, they will. They will ship. So if you want to call and order those inks, or maybe you need an extra advent calendar, they will ship it to you. They are great. And don't forget, So, and they are doing 35% off the Spellbinders. Well, here, let's just pull it up. That'll probably be easier. So until they run out, while supplies last, they are doing 35% off the Crafty Advent calendar and the 12 days of Stitchmas. So you can call them at that number on screen. They also had a few boxes left yesterday of those metallic inks. So you can do that. Yvette, good luck at the post office. Thanks for being here. And I will see you tomorrow, friend, for our live. All right. Rebecca said she couldn't read them and she's watching on a TV. Phew. All right. If I missed your question or comment, let me know. Okay, but now let's see if we made it to 150 likes. We did it, guys. Now we get to pick 3 names for our bubblegum bonus, which let me go get the giveaway tool ready. And we'll pick those while our shaker is drying. So if anybody who is here live with us can be entered, and what this does is it's not an automatic prize, but it gets your name put in here. And as you just saw from Elisa, your name too could be drawn in the next one. So I'm going to pick 3 today, 1 for every 50 likes we got while I was live. So if you would like your name entered in there, which I'm sure you will, this is worldwide. There is no limit to how many bubblegum balls you can have. Type in the chat box one time, #bubble, #BUBBLE. I'm going to give you 2 minutes to get that in. I did get some different waiting music today, you guys. I saw some people say yesterday we needed something Christmassy, so I tried this. Let's see what we think. Hydrate if you haven't already. If you're dancing, put some music notes in the chat. If you're singing, put some music notes in the chat. right, guys. I didn't know if Deb meant she was singing. She found a microphone that would have been perfect for those of you who were singing. I did not realize that they were that wide a variety with their icons. But guys, it is time. I will be drawing 3 people to go into the bubblegum ball bonus machine. Are we ready? Congratulations to Barbara G. Congrats, Barbara G. Your name will be going into the bubblegum machine. Our second winner today is Danetta Morse. So Danetta will get 2 in today. 1 for her upgrade and 1 for the bubblegum bonus. Congrats, Danetta. And our third and final winner for today. And thank you so much for congratulating each other. I love that over there. I love a supportive audience. And congratulations to Iona Sue Schlaupitz. I think Iona, this might not be her first time in the machine either. Congratulations, everyone. Now, should we get back to our tag making? So there's still one more chance to win something today, and that is the tag that I make. What time is it? Oh my goodness, you guys are troopers today. We are at an hour and a half. We've been sometimes getting done after an hour. This one just had a little more drying time. I had my oopsie with my secret word. Oh, I forgot to show you my earrings today. I got these off Biddy Penny's store. They're little envelopes with hearts. I don't know if she still has them, but it's biddypenny.com if you want to check it out. She had some other fun earrings and other stuff too. Okay. Oh, I had to press that down. You know what? I don't think I pressed down that last round very well because they were still sticking up. I think the blocks were kind of tilted up because of how the shaker is. All right, let's see what. Oh, that's pretty, guys. Look, who doesn't like a shaker? Okay, now got to kind of do the same thing to get it onto here, right? Okay, I don't know that. Trying to think if I should put more of that tacky tape around here than just kind of do liquid glue all over. I think I'll do that just to maybe be a little bit more secure. So, and that's also going to help these flaps stay down, since apparently I did not push them down very well. Yeah, those stars on, I think Amy must have asked about the stars here. Those did fall out earlier. I mean, don't get me wrong, some might be falling out, but I think I got it covered. And you know, with the way these fold, I think it stays in there pretty well. Unless you know, if you had glitter or something, that would probably come out easily. But all the shaker bits in here are pretty good sized. Oh, I think I made it all the way around. Carol says shakers are only bad when they leak. Ask her how she knows. Yes, I have also been there, Carol. I bet all of us crafters have. Bye, Rebecca. Thanks for being here. Okay. Now I am going to get lots of liquid glue on the back. So we have lots of wiggle time, but also just lots of glue to keep everything down. I have an especially big mess to clean up today. Maybe I should. I just saw this, Sandra. Does anybody try to look around my hand to try and see better? Yeah, probably. I do that too, like when I watch TV sometimes if something's in the way. Okay. I just try to center this on here. Try to get the same amount of scallop poking out. And I think I'm going to turn it over and kind of press on the back. All right, guys. I think we might be done. And I was thinking earlier, maybe we need a sentiment, but let's just let the shakers and our little stenciling shine. Trying to see, I can still tell here at least the shine on the silver. All right. Okay. That's going to need some time to dry, but I think, hold on one second. I think we can go ahead and pick a winner. What do you think? So one of you here, this will be coming to you in 2025. Don't forget that I am keeping all of the tags, so at the end I can do like a little overview video of the presents and the tags, just so we can see what all I made. So I'll start shipping them out in January. If you do win today's tag, once we're done here, which I need to make sure I turn that on. If you are the winner of today's tag, then I need you to fill out the form, and it is the very bottom of the description box below, and you will have 24 hours to fill that out. And then I shut the form off, and that's why I forget to turn it back on. Actually, so far, everybody has claimed it. So as soon as I see they're claimed, I shut it off until the next day. But fill that out. I would go ahead and do it right after we're done with today's live. So are we ready to see who the winner is? Let me go get a word ready for today. And oh my goodness. Oh, okay. I thought I just did something wrong. I accidentally got out of the giveaway thing, so let me go find it again. There it is. I thought I shut the live off. All right. If you would like to win today's tag, one time in the chat box, type #shaker, #SHAKER. Remember, if you have won the first half, so if you have won on days 1 through 12, please wait until day 13 to try again. I ask that you do only win up to 2 tags. You can be anywhere in the world as long as you're 18 plus and a subscriber to my channel. And we're about a minute and a half left. Once you get your vote in, give the final thumbs up if you haven't done it already. As the chat slows down, if you have any final questions or comments for me, you can put those in. Just don't forget that so they stand out. Type question or Crafty Owl in all caps in front of your message, and that way I can star those, and then I'll answer them before we go. Oh, here we got a little bit of time for some more music. The song will start over. I think that was just the end of it. Oh, yes. Thank you. If you notice that you spelled it wrong or you left out a letter, If you notice you spelled it wrong or left out a letter, make sure to retype it in, but you don't need to spell it. You don't need to like send it 10 times in the chat. Just make sure you get your one entry in. All righty, guys. 80 of you have entered. Let's see who is the lucky viewer who is going to get today's tag. Good luck, everyone. Congratulations, Amy. Don't forget, you'll want to know what it says on screen. So the username will be Amy Moore, and you'll fill out that Google form. You'll just tell me a little bit what the tag looked like the day you won. And again, I would go do it right after we are done here. Thank you for all the congratulations to Amy. I see a question going up that I might not be able to flag. So Debbie said she came in late. So sorry if I'm asking something I already talked about, but I was wondering how Lennon is doing. So Debbie, it's a girl, she, sorry. She, pretty much back to normal. We have to give her some eardrops each day. She took those like a champ yesterday. The only thing is now, because of that hematoma, it did something to the cartilage in her ear. So her little ear is a little floppy and it probably won't ever be the same, but we told her that just makes her unique. So, but yeah, she's doing good. Thanks for checking. And I did have, let's see, Helga said, and I saw a couple others of you say something similar, that I did a great job today. Thank you so much. Thank you. We made it through, right? On days that are harder like this, I don't get to do a lot of polls, and I know that you guys love those, and I love to ask you. But some days I have to concentrate more, so doing polls a little bit harder. But, as I always say, these lives would be very boring if you guys weren't here. So I'm always appreciative of those of you, whether you've stopped by for 5 minutes or you've been here for the whole hour and 45. If you have been here for the entire hour and 45 minutes since my intro slides went on, put a 10 over in that chat. Put a 10 over there. Oh, Stephanie, sorry we can't see you tomorrow or Friday. I hope you'll watch the replay because, tomorrow is my day with Yvette. So hopefully we'll have some fun together, right? Oh, look at, so many of you here the whole time. Thank you so much, you guys. Those 10s are flying in. I'm so glad, I tell you, at the end of the month, I am tired, but last year was the first year I did the Advent. Again, it was tiring, but I looked forward to this all year long. I really do have a good time, even if we have to hit the oops button or I do totally crazy things. I'm glad that you're here and I do have lots of fun and glad you enjoy it. Karen says she loves my lights behind me. Thank you, Karen. I guess I might want to give you one more look at the tag. Sometimes we'll do like a little close up here. So here is today's tag. All right. Any last questions or comments? Great. Amy got the form filled out. Awesome. Thank you. It's always good to just do that right away. All right. I don't think that I have missed anything else. So guys, once again, thank you so much for being here. Whether you got to put a 10 in the chat or maybe you would have put a 5 or 1 if you just showed up at the end. But thank you so much. And until tomorrow, when I will be back at 10 a.m. Central with my crafty friend Yvette for a little dual Crafty Advent Live. I hope you're all having a crafty day. Bye-bye, guys.